What is going on again, Nerd Paraders? Thank you guys so much for coming back to hang out with me today. We're going to be talking a little bit more about Ark Survival Evolved and about the situation that it's currently in with its PvP and rating, and what I'm planning to do to try to fix it, or what I think I'm going to create to try to fix it. Now, I'm very excited about this. I'll link the video. I did a rating rant talking about the situation of Ark. I'll link it up here at the top. Basically, I talked about the lack of creativity involved in raiding and in PvP anymore, and how frustrating that it was. That got the ball rolling for me. That really lit the fire underneath me to try to figure out the perfect Ark PvP season. Perfect Ark PvP server. And we've had a lot of... I've done a lot of PvP seasons. We've had a lot of servers. We've tried a lot of things. One of them being the Game of Obelisks. Now, Game of Obelisks was a primitive-inspired, like almost like King of the Hill style. If you don't know about it, there are 3 obelisks on the Ark, and each tribe, there are 3 mega tribes. I don't know why I did this. 3 mega tribes. Each mega tribe took an obelisk. You were assigned a color, and it was constant PvP battles. You could either join the core color tribe, or you could ally with them. That was the idea behind Game of Obelisks. We tried it twice. Both times, it had a lot of success, but it was also had an equal amount of failure. So I've taken what I've learned from both those things, and I believe that we've tinkered out the perfect season. Now, what we have here in front of me, or technically behind me, okay, sorry. Anyway, what we have here is the Ark Server Manager. This is what I use to operate all of the Nerd Parade servers. And what the idea here for the perfect season, or the perfect PvP season, and something like you see above me, which I've named Nerd Parade's Classic PvP, is kind of the idea. Now, none of this is set in stone yet. This is just the server manager. I'm showing it off. We're going to be talking about some things involving this. But the idea here is going to require a little bit of legwork on your end. All of you Nerd Paraders out there who are watching this, who are excited for the idea, please do your best in spreading the word. Get people on board with it, whether it be another type of content creator, whether it be your friends, tribe mates currently in game. This is a rather grandiose idea, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to work if we can get enough people on board. So without further ado, enough rambly times, I'm going to disclose what the idea is. I'm very, very hyped for it, and it does follow the same lines of Game of Obelisks. But one of the reasons why Game of Obelisks did not succeed, I was talking about its failures earlier, it did not succeed because Game of Obelisks was very policing, meaning it was restricted. You could not advance above stone tier, things of that nature. You couldn't have any turrets. It was restricted, and that seemed to irk some people. So we're gonna dismiss that. We're gonna get away from that. We're not gonna be restricting anything, save for tech. We're not going to let tech be a thing. It's going back to the classic, the fun, make Ark great again. Hashtag make Ark great again. The fun PvP that we used to have, the fun rating that we used to have. So without further ado, like I said before, I was going to reveal it and then I got sidetracked. Sorry about that. The idea is a massive cross cluster. But in this massive cross cluster, it's a grandiose idea. As you can see, I've got 4 current servers up here. There's 4 tabs. The minimal amount of servers that this cross cluster, this Nerd Parade cluster is going to have is 5. But here's the kicker, and this is why it's like Game of Obelisks. Instead of controlling an obelisk on a Ark, we're going to give each and every tribe their own Ark. That's right. This is a super grand idea. There will be no tribe limit, nothing like that. It's something that I'm very, very hyped for. I think it's going to be absolutely awesome. So we're going to have at least three island, we'll say island. It could be center, it could be whatever, but for the sake of this video, for the sake of us talking about it, we're going to have at minimum 3 islands, where we will have just one tribe owns that entire Ark. And then we're going to have another tribe owning another island, just again using island for whatever. It could be center, it could be anything. Another tribe owning another island, and then we're going to get together with the 2 Arks are going to get together, whether it be in comms or through chat or whatever, and we will schedule massive invasions. That way, kind of like how you would schedule a raid in an MMO. I used to play World of Warcraft myself, and I knew that every Friday night at 6 p.m. we were going to raid whatever, and it was something that we planned for throughout the week. You know, you had to register, you sign up. I played a rogue, so I was always ready to do the deeps, and this is kind of the idea that I'm using here. We're going to have the sign up for whoever wants to participate in the invasion. So if this tribe wants to raid, let's say they want to raid Nerd Parade, and we've scheduled a invasion onto the Nerd Parade Ark, the Nerd Parade owned Ark, for 6 p.m. on Saturday night. Everybody knows that, hey, you got to be on because we're going to invade Nerd Parade. It's going to be awesome. And then everybody jumps onto the one Ark, and there's just the base. There's just the one base there because it's only one tribe. And everybody attacks that base. The gather rates are going to be extremely elevated because I don't want anybody to be upset that they've lost a lot of hard work. Tame rates, extremely elevated. We're talking like 100 times. So if you do get wiped, you could build back up your Ark so that next week when the next invasion is, you'll have a whole nother base to try out. So at minimum, we're talking about 5 Arks. And the reason why I say 5 is we've got your 3, let's say, island servers. And then you have your PvP neutral zones of Scorched Earth and Aberration. So the reason why I say PvP neutral is because we're not really going to have anybody base on those. They're like for resources, for getting those kind of dinos, things of that nature, and the structure decay rate on those servers will be very accelerated. So if you could build a structure to get some of the stuff that you want, but after a period of about 24 hours, those structures will go away unless you're specifically camping out on Aberration. No specific tribe will own those servers. It's kind of everybody come in and get your resources. PvP is fully allowed. It's not controlled in any way other than a fast decay rate for those servers. So about a 24-hour per your structures, and that does apply to metal tier. If it's less than metal tier, thatch decays faster than wood decay, and then, you know, metal's the top one. Well, tech, metal, stone, wood, thatch. Metal being 24 hours, then stone's probably like 16 hours, wood's like 12 hours. You get where I'm going with this, and so on and so forth. But that is to keep it a PvP neutral zone as well as resource rich. I mentioned that there's also not going to be a tribe cap. There will not be any form of tribe cap. You can have as many people in your tribe as you want. ORP will not be enabled. However, we will use a structure damage multiplier mechanic to make sure that the invasions are the sort of functioning like the Purge, are the primary time to battle, so that they're more or less scheduled. We'll find a time. We'll do a poll within the Nerd Parade Discord. All of the and this is a great time to shout it out. Now, the Nerd Parade Discord, there will be a link to the community in the description below. Join it, participate in the community, get involved with it, participate in the straw polls that are going to be coming your way for not only mods being added to the servers. Classic Flyers is a very heavy contender right now. This is all going to be community built and community based. So I'm going to be inquiring with the community, not only what type of mods would you like to see on this server, but you know, what time would you like the invasions to be, and so on and so forth, so that everybody in the community more or less has a say in how this server is run. I feel like that's the best way to operate it. Now, if you're getting as hyped as I am about this, I'm just talking about it. I'm taking all of the ideas from every season that we've had before. Purge, non-purge, what's been effective, what's caused horrible lag on the server, you know, just all of these ideas, Game of Obelisk, all of the failures, and I'm molding it into what I can comfortably think would be the perfect Nerd Parade PvP season. The absolute epitome of awesome raiding and awesome PvP. So I'm taking every failure, everything that I've learned, and trying to bring it to life in a way that Nerd Parade is going to do my part. Nerd Parade is going to do. I'm going to do my part as Nerd Parade to try to fix Ark PvP. We're going to make it great once again. Now, if you find yourself being as hyped as I am about this, just destroy that thumbs up button for me. Let me know that you guys are super hyped. Join in the community. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you would like to see on the server so that we can make Ark great again together. Both of us together making Ark great again. And it's just absolutely destroy that thumbs up button for me, because I am super, super hyped. And if you haven't done so yet, now is the perfect time. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of this crazy PvP season. Get in on the ground floor right now. Contribute to it. Just get hyped up with me. be a part of it, help me build it together, and it's going to be awesome. But this is the point in time where I need to ask for your help. Get the word out. Get the word out for the cross-cluster madness. We're going to have 5 servers. We got to fill these servers. Whether it be a content creator, anybody and everybody is welcome. Get your tribe from official, get your tribe from unofficial, get your friends, your family, it doesn't matter. This is why I have the server manager open. I've been mostly just jammering along. Boom. Click the plus, we've got another profile. I just created another server. It's super easy, so we're going to have a total of 5 at minimum. If we need to create more, we'll create more. This is a very ambitious project, an ambitious idea, but each mega tribe, each alpha tribe, is going to have their own dedicated arc. Now, if you are a Nerd Parade patron or a Nerd Parade supporter, I want to thank you from the very bottom of my heart. There will be some perks given to those that are Nerd Parade patrons, as there has been in the previous Nerd Parade servers. Not only will this include whitelist access, but what I'm thinking about doing is creating a Patreon-only server for the cluster. Patrons would have access to this one server, and it wouldn't necessarily have to be contended with, like, let's say it's a PvP neutral zone, like Scorched Earth or Aberration. You wouldn't have to contend with other people. You know that you could go there amongst other patrons, farm out your resources or raise dinos or whatever. It could be considered maybe a safe haven or some sort, a place of sanctuary that could be just for the Nerd Parade patrons. I'm sure there'll be a couple of questions about things like turret limiters and what mods that we're going to be adding to the server. Now, like I said, join the community, really put your input in on what mods you would like to see, but as far as turret limiters, I believe the turret limiter will remain. I feel like from a server standpoint, if we are going to be running 5 plus clusters, it would be a good idea to consider server resources. So I'm thinking that I will keep the turret limiter as it is, vanilla intended, with 100, but with gather rate being very accelerated, 50, 100, really high up there. If your base is broken into or damaged, it gives you the opportunity to really quickly build back up, fix what may have been an error in your build, and then try it again. PvP is going to be very fast-paced, and like I said, each invasion, it could be as frequent as maybe 2 invasions a week, 1 invasion a week. It really just depends on what you guys as a community would like to see happen. And that's the beauty of it. That's the purpose of joining the Nerd Parade Discord, getting involved in the community so that we can build this perfect PvP season together. All of these major decisions will take place via straw poll, so be sure to join the community as soon as possible so that you can contribute and cast your vote. But that is the idea. That is the idea for what I'm dubbing Nerd Parade's World War Arc. We're going to be... It needs a really crazy name. I feel like World War Arc fits the bill. Entire servers being taken over for the purpose of one tribe. And then transferring completely to battle our foes. Now, if there needs to be a winner or a loser for the season, something can be done to where, like, whoever has the most victories in... or maybe... a collecting of a specimen implant type idea, or simply something along the lines of if someone controls all 3 arcs or of the cluster, let's say there's 3 again, we're still assuming that there's 5, we'll say that the 3 islands are controlled by the same tribe, then that tribe would be the victor of, they would win the World War arc. Or we can make it whatever we want, and that's the beauty of it. That's why I'm reaching out to you guys as the community to join the Discord, join within the Nerd Parade community, contribute your ideas, whether you be content creator or someone who's just interested in playing. Again, all are welcome. Hit me up on the Discord. My door on there is always open. Send me a DM, what have you. Or simply hit me up in the comments below. I do my best to get to each and every comment on the tubes of Ubery. But like I said, guys, I hope you're hyped for the idea. I am super hyped. I feel like this is a really cool way to bridge the gap between official and unofficial when it comes to PvP. Now, I know certain official servers are really controlled by large alpha tribes, maybe not owning the entire server, but I feel like this could be a very cool bridging of the gaps between such. Anyway, guys, if you're as hyped as I am, smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the page so you don't miss any of this stuff. You're getting in on the ground floor. The Nerd Parade idea has hopefully just blown your mind. Anyway, guys, hit me up in the comments below with any suggestions you may have. Be sure to join the community and hit me up there as well. But most importantly of all, take care of yourselves, stay awesome, and we will catch you in World War Arc. Later.